All right, Evie. Check, 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 check. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check on Hobbs softball. Mic check, and now here's spot check.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown
All
construction
right,
company.
the board reads that the level for my voice level and that spot level is just about the same. So hopefully that's the case. Anyway, that's your mic check. I'm filling out the book, getting my rosters done now. So thanks for monitoring. And welcome in to Lady Eagles Softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan, and welcome into a district doubleheader featuring our Hobbs Lady Eagles and the Clovis Lady Wildcats. And we are getting started just a little bit late. I think they were waiting on umpires. They're here. They were running just a few minutes late, I think, with everything, which means it's a crew that's traveled here from somewhere else. And we're grateful to our umpires. We could not have the high school sports. We couldn't do these games and have games without our umpires, our referees, our officials, game officials. So we appreciate them. So this doubleheader is, of course, the very final regular season home games for the Hobbs Lady Eagles. They are ranked so high, number 4 in New Mexico, that we feel sure that they're going to get a home game for the playoffs, the play-in game for the state tournament. But as far as the regular season goes, that's what we are here. And Hobbs, I believe, may be acknowledging seniors tonight. So let's go ahead and introduce your visiting Lady Cats, though, under head coach Wolf. They come in with 9 players and 1 reserve player. It's a very short bench tonight. Batting first will be number 3, Brooke Renteria catching. Batting first will be batting second will be number 1, Andrea Chavez in center field. Batting third will be number 5, Sophie Roberts at first base. Batting fourth, number 10, Adriana Silva at third base. Batting fifth will be number 7, Amor Soto, who is playing shortstop. Batting sixth is number 17, Madison Cushing, who is catching. Batting seventh will be number 13, Gianna Cordova, who is in left field. Batting eighth will be number 8, Sierra Rodriguez at second base. Batting ninth will be number 11, Kareli Baeza in right field. Your reserve player is number 14, Kiaria Nowak. And for Hobbs, batting first will be number 13, Kaya Boyle, playing second base. Batting second, number 8, Marissa Young at third. Batting third, number 1, Edith Chavez in center field. Batting fourth, number 16, Kari Garcia at first base. Batting fifth is 20, Anaya Rodriguez, the designated player. Batting sixth is number 10, Candy Harrison at shortstop. Batting seventh is number 15, Lexi Martinez catching. Batting eighth is number 6, Ailia Treviso in right field. Batting ninth is number 11, Ellie Medina, who is in left field. And your flex player is number 12, Amaya Chavaria, who is pitching. Your reserve players are number 2, Jessie Ojeda, number 9, Allison Garcia, number 4, Abby Zambrano, number 5, Jackie Fuentes. So we'll have a break as the national anthem is performed. So we'll be back with the Lady Eagle softball coming up.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Switch to TDS. Pair fast internet with strong Wi-Fi for the ultimate online experience. Choose from speeds starting at 300 meg all the way up to 1 gig. Plus, blanket every corner of your home with TDS Wi-Fi Plus. Trust TDS to provide you with the best services at the best prices. Just ask our customers, who are voting us best internet provider in many of the communities we serve. Visit hellotds.com to learn more. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Forest Tire cares about your time. You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
We know that you want to make the most out of your time. At Lee County State Bank, we believe banking should be quick and easy. That's why we're proud to provide video banking to our customers. Save time and a trip to the bank and meet with a video banker instead. Getting started is easy. Download the LCSB Connect app, create a profile, bank from anywhere. Not a customer yet? No problem. You can use a video banking app to open an account too. Download the app today and start banking from anywhere.
Visit onlinelcsb.com. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan, and welcome in. It's a beautiful afternoon, just a little bit of a breeze, enough that it's blowing my my scorebook around, my pages around. If you hear fluttering. That's what it is. All right, so we are going to get pulling up the score bug that you will see at the top of the screen if you are looking and watching on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. So let me get over to the Hobbs Clovis game and get that pulled up and get that score bug started. Hobbs, of course, wants to make that score bug fly this afternoon, and they have beaten Clovis already a couple of times this season in district up in Clovis, and did that in run rule fashion. Looking back at those pages, that's been a long time ago in terms of looking back at my pages in the book. It doesn't seem that long ago time-wise, but a lot of games, baseball and softball, have gone on in that time. And I've got Lovington girls here. I've got Lovington boys baseball. I've got Hobbs softball and Lovington softball as well. So I'm looking back at those games in Clovis, and I actually think I had a different, I think it was 18-1 and 20-1, those final scores in Clovis. It was. So Hobbs able to dominate pretty well in those games. So they're looking to add another couple of games, wins here. The Lady Cats come in at 2-20 on the season, 0-8 in district. And your Hobbs girls come in at 18-4 in the season, 7-4 in district. They are ranked number 1 in District 4-5A, and that is a beautiful pitch over the plate. A good way to start the game. That is Chavarria in the circle for Hobbs. Call strike 1 on Renteria, the catcher, and leadoff batter for Clovis. Chavez is on deck. Roberts in the hole. Another beautiful pitch. Chavarria looking in great form so far this afternoon, and that her fastball was right down the pike, and that was a breaking ball over the outside corner, both with good speed. She, by the way, has 9 wins this season. Has done a very good job in the circle for Hobbs, and that is going to just miss outside for ball 1. Of course, on a pitcher's count, a lot of times on 0-2 and 1-2, pitchers will sometimes try different pitches, nibble at the outside of the edges of the strike zone. Swing and a miss. 4 pitches and 1 strikeout. First out, and the first strikeout for Chavarria in this game. So 1 out, nobody on. Second batter up is Andrea Chavez, the center fielder. We have Edith Chavez playing center for Hobbs. So Chavez on both sides, on both teams, are playing center field today, and both with the number 1. Interesting. Chavez. First pitch, swing and a miss as, wow, Chavarria really brought the heat, and a little spin and a nice breaking ball on the outside corner for strike 1. But a really good cut at it by Chavez. So she wants to hit that ball. Clovis wants to get something started, and she does make contact with that, but fouls it off over our heads over for strike number 2. So 0-2 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Roberts on deck now. Silva in the hole if they get that far. A wind up and a foul tip back to the screen, and Chavez stays alive at the plate. 0-2. Chavarria, Hobbs' number 1 starting pitcher. Not far behind her, though, is Treviso. Treviso with 8 wins this season. Both of them young pitchers, already very good. Oh, and a nice changeup, and got her. Chavez probably thought it might be coming, but she still couldn't help but put up a swing and a miss. It was a floater on the outside corner. So 3 pitches to her, and again, they going down swinging, though. Clovis is standing up there ready to try to make contact with the ball, and that is going to hit the outside corner for call strike 1 on Roberts, the first baseman for the Lady Cats, and she's left-handed batter. So this ump definitely calling the corners inside and outside on left and right-handed batters. Swing and a miss as Roberts way behind that. Chavarria again throwing good heat this afternoon, but already varying her speeds a little bit and throwing that massive changeup a couple of pitches ago. So way ahead of this batter as well. 0-2 count, but Clovis up there swinging, trying to make contact, and That's going to miss outside, just a little outside. And it's not a bad idea as a pitcher. When you're way ahead of a batter, you want to try different pitches, and just see how they're working for you today. Hold them slightly differently. Chase the outer edges of the strike zone and see what the umps, what his absolute limits are, up, down, in, and out. And a swing and a miss for another strikeout. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts for Clovis. But they went down swinging, not looking. And that's going to allow Hobbs to get up to the bat for the first time. Bottom of the first coming up. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base, no score yet, and we'll be back with the bottom of the first and more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
First American Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903.
And welcome back to
FDIC.
Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Hobbs at first at bat coming up here in the bottom of the first against Clovis, and they would like to start getting on base, moving around, and getting some runs on the board against Clovis. They have run-ruled the team a couple of times this season, and they would like to go ahead and get as many runs on the board as quickly as they can, but also be able to, just continue to compete. It's good to have these games this afternoon. Hobbs will be gearing up to go on the road to play at Carlsbad Friday, and it all comes down to those games against Carlsbad, because Carlsbad right now, Carlsbad and Hobbs are tied 7-1 in district. Hobbs has the edge on them. The first pitch by Cushing in the circle is going to be high and away for ball one. That is Cushing in the circle, Renteria behind the plate, Roberts at first, Rodriguez at second. And that's going to be ball number 2-0 on Boyle. You have Rodriguez at second, Silva at third, Soto at short, and then from left to right in the field, Cordova, Chavez, and Baeza, left, center, and right. Ooh, that's a pretty good pitch. It was right over the corner, but it was a little high. So Cushing hitting the zone, but it just running a little high. 3-0 the count. Boyle looking to try to get on, and that misses high and inside as well for a walk. Boyle is on first, and Hobbs has their first base runner, and the potential to bring her around and in with number 8, Marissa Young, coming up to the plate, left-handed batter. And right now, Young has crossed the plate 32 times this season. Only Chavez has been across more. A line drive shot going out to center field, but Chavez has got that one, and having to go back and tag up his Boyle. Oh, and they called her out. Wow, okay. So, unfortunately, that looked like it was just going to be a line drive, and you know what? It just got hung up just a little bit. The wind is not coming in that strong, but just enough, I think, to hold it up. It looked like it was a line drive base hit for sure in shallow center, but Chavez came in on it and made the grab, and Boyle had to go back to tag up, and the throw came into first and called her out. So 2 outs now, as Young gave it a ride and a nice try. That'll be 8-4 for out number 2, or 8-3 rather for out number 2. And that's going to be a pop fly to the infield. Rodriguez comes under that. So a fly out to position 4 for out number 3. And really unusually, unexpectedly, Hobbs is 3 up, 3 down as well. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the top of the second inning. This one's moving right along, and we will move to the top of the second with Clovis coming up to the bat in just a minute. More Lady Eagle softball coming up on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle softball from Veterans Memorial Complex. The first of a doubleheader against visiting Clovis. I'm Dawn Morgan, and there were no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base in both the top and the bottom of the first inning. So now we go back to Clovis batting. It is 4, 5, and 6 in their order due up first. It'll be Silva, Soto, and Cushing coming up. That is Chavarria in the circle for Hobbs. Martinez behind the plate. Kari Garcia at first. Boyle at second. Young at third. Harrison at short. And that is breaking ball outside that's going to miss, just miss for ball number 1. Chavarria has only thrown 3 balls that were called balls, and there is a foul back to the screen for strike 1. Has not had that many pitches. Let's see, it was 4, 3, 4, so 11 pitches in the top of the first for the 3 outs. That is going to hit the outside corner. Nice one. A breaking ball at the knees for a 1-2 count on Silva. With Soto on deck, Cushing in the hole. First plate appearances, of course, as this is the first time through the order. Top of the second. No score. No outs, nobody on, and that runs high for ball 2. So count is even now, 2-2 on Chavarria. And let's see. That is going to miss low, down low and inside, and run the count full, 3-2 now. As I mentioned before, that Chavarria and Treviso already very strong pitchers, but we're going to be lucky to have them on the team for more years to come, as they are both young players and not going to lose them. Oh, there's a grounder. Young knocks it down, makes a great stop, and then a bullet of a throw. Kari Garcia stretches for that, and a nicely played ball, because that was one of those that really looked like it was going to sneak through. It was a hard hit grounder and looked like it was going to get between short and third, but Young with a great play, 5-3 for out number 1, and that brings up Amor Soto, the shortstop for Clovis. And that is going to miss high and outside for ball 1. A lot of speed on that, though, as Chavarria really is throwing hard this afternoon. Soto taking a look at that. That misses low. It was over the plate, but just a little low. 2-0 the count now. 1 out, nobody on. So Hobbs would like to get these outs efficiently, get back to the dugout, get their bats swinging, and get some runs on the board. That hits the outside corner. Yes, beautiful pitch right there. Solid. No question about that. The ump gestured right away as well. No thinking about that one. Little grounder. It's going to roll foul as a choppy little grounder down the third base line. And Young plays it, but right as she gets to it, the ump says, nope, it went foul. So that is 2-2 on this batter, with now Cushing on deck and Cordoba in the hole, if they get that far. Oh, that's going to miss low and bring the count full. Again, 3-2 now the count. As Chavarria struck out the first 3 batters, responsible for all of the outs that Hobbs has made so far in this game. Very early in the game, though. Oh, yes. Oh, I thought he was going to gesture. Just missed the outside corner. He looked at that carefully, though. I think that probably was the right call. Just barely missed. So Soto takes a walk. And that brings up Cushing, the pitcher, and the first ball is a strike. 0-1 count on her. Cordoba on deck, Rodriguez in the hole now. There's a little hit. It's going to go over to Harrison at short, and she fires over to first, and Hobbs did the same thing that Clovis was able to do to them, as when that ball left the bat, it looked like it was going to be a line drive over the shortstop, but Harrison was able to hold up, make the catch, and then threw over to first and caught Soto going to second. Soto coming back to tag up got called out, so exactly the same circumstance. So Hobbs has a double play there, and nicely turned in a good time for it, and keeps Clovis from scoring. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. So we'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Hobbs coming up to bat, and with the call, we'll have that coming up on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
For all your grocery specials, shop Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs. The best deals in fresh produce, fresh meat and vegetables, frozen and dairy, health and beauty, and so much more. With the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff, Thriftway and La Tienda. For all your grocery specials, come on down to La Tienda, 400 East Marland, and Thriftway, 1317 North Turner in Hobbs. Best of luck, Eagles, from all of your friends at Thriftway and La Tienda grocery stores. NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Welcome back to Hobbs Lead Eagles softball. Here we are in the bottom of the second inning. Hobbs coming up to the plate. It's the heart of the order, 4-5-6. Garcia, Rodriguez, Harrison. And the first pitch on Garcia is going to be a call strike for an 0-1 count on her. Cotty leads in batting average. She's got a .507 and has to kind of back up a little bit. Let that inside ball not hit her. 1-1 the count. She has a .507 batting average. Her on-base percentage is .583, leading the team in that as well. And that misses high and outside for ball two. So 2-1 the count. Cotty also has 12 home runs on the season, 12 of Hobbs' 42 home runs, I guess, of the year. And she's leading in RBIs with 47 runs batted in. She also has signed already to play for Midland College. And that's high over her head and inside. So a walk puts Garcia on first. And number 20, Anaya Rodriguez, designated player to the plate. Rodriguez, also one of Hobbs' power hitters. Throw down to second to try to get Garcia is high. The throw is off. But backing it up over there to back things up, Rodriguez, and that ball did not go out to center. But Garcia does get a stolen base on it. She was able to get a jump on it. Stolen base puts her in scoring position for Hobbs. No outs, a runner on second, and 2-0 count on Rodriguez, your designated player. My bet is and guess is that in the second game she'll be catching. That is going to hit the inside corner. Yeah, nice pitch, although for her, kind of inside. Those are a little hard to hit, whether they come inside as a lefty or a righty. You got to step back and put your elbows in. A slamming hot grounder finds its way into center field just beyond second base. Rodriguez could not get over in time, but Chavez from center field comes in and makes a good throw and makes a stop and keeps Garcia on third. So a solid single for Rodriguez puts her on first. So now runners at the corners for Hobbs, and it looks like they're not going to put a courtesy runner in. So it's Rodriguez dancing off of first base over there, and Garcia is on third. First pitch comes in to Candy Harrison, and it's a ball, so 1-0 count. So no outs, runners on first and third. That's going to miss low and inside. Renteria blocks it out, keeps it from getting behind her. Otherwise, that probably would have seen a runner go to second, and Garcia maybe try for home. You never know. That's going to miss high and outside. Look like a changeup that just kind of got hung up in Cushing's hand just a little bit. So 3-0 count on Harrison. Martinez on deck, Treviso in the hole. Harrison has 5 stolen bases, a hot grounder headed to second base. Rodriguez gets it and throws over to first, and the throw is just a little funky. It kind of hits the ground right there. Roberts was stretching for it, and it's kind of hard to know if that was I'll have to put it as an error on the throw. It was kind of half and half. Half blame on the throw, half blame on the catch out there. So Harrison reaches on the error, but it does bring in Garcia from third, so Hobbs has a run on the board. 1-0, no outs. And runners at first and second now as Harrison reached. Rodriguez went to second. Garcia came home. Martinez is at the plate. Treviso on deck. And Medina in the hole. That misses high and outside, so that'll be ball number 2 on Martinez. 2-0. No outs. A run across. And Hobbs wants to just keep the line moving and keep adding to that. A swing and a foul off out of play off to the left for strike 1. 2-1 the count. Treviso on deck. Medina in the hole now, so it's toward the bottom of the lineup now. And Martinez, left-handed batter. Martinez, let's see. I was looking at some stats for her. Ooh, nice, except that's going to be fouled off out of play to the left for strike number 2. 2-2 the count. I believe that it was Garcia. That is going to miss inside for ball 3. Full count now, 3-2. Hobbs was able to do something remarkable. Oh, and that's going to be a grounder. Make its way. Oh, and it's tossed over. I can't believe Soto on the run was able to grab that. And as she passed second base, she kind of just made a little glove toss and a handoff to Rodriguez, but not in time. Not in time to get Harrison. Rodriguez moves to third on the play, and it's just an infield single, because I thought it was going to make its way all the way through center field, and just no time to get an out anywhere. Infield single for Martinez. Loads the bases. Gonna have a courtesy runner. Martinez is the catcher. It's usually Jesse Ojeda who runs. Yep, and it is. So Ojeda usually runs for Martinez, and she does in this case as well. Bases are loaded, no outs. Hobbs with a golden opportunity to add some runs on the board. They're up 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. That's going to be a hot grounder, and it's going to make its way by Rodriguez at second and roll all the way to the fence. Had a lot of momentum on it. Scores 1, scores 2, scores 3. Throw in comes to the plate way late, and it's going to be a 3 RBI triple for Ailia Treviso, doing a nice job standing up there and hitting the first pitch she saw. Wow. So a 3 RBI triple. Cleans off the bases except for Treviso sitting on third now, and makes it 4-0 for Hobbs. So 2, 3, 4 as I update to score bug. And the first pitch in, a ball on Eli Medina playing left field. 1-0 the count. That's going to miss just a little high and outside for ball 2. Medina is a pitcher for Hobbs as well, and she's playing left field. That's usually where Garcia, where Allison Garcia starts in left field and plays in either left or right for Hobbs. But she had a little mishap on the bases in the games against Roswell on Friday night and turned an ankle, and I know that that was in the early on in the first game, and she came out and spent the rest of that game, and then did not play the second of that doubleheader in Roswell with ice on her ankle. So I would imagine, I haven't talked to Coach about it, but he probably is thinking if she's feeling at all weak, that he wanted her to be able to, sit out these games and then be back strong and be able to play hopefully against Carlsbad on Friday night. And Medina takes second base on defensive indifference. They're holding the runner Treviso on third after making it on. And we're back up to the top of the order now. There's a Texas leaguer. It's going to fall into shallow center and score one, and will score two, as Hobbs very speedy around the base paths. So that's a nice hit and 2 RBIs for Kaya Boyle. So that's a 2 RBI single for Boyle, who's on first base. She brought in Treviso from third, and Medina came in, or actually it was, Martinez had come in before. The courtesy runner for Martinez had come in before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 runs across already. It's 6-0 here. Just making sure that my board and everything agrees with the scorebook and the bars. And that is going to be a wild pitch, as Renteria got a glove on it, but it was way outside and got past her, and that will move Boyle over to second base. Yes. So 1-1 the count, with a runner on second base now, and that's over the plate but missed just high against Marissa Young. So 2-1 count now on Young. Runner on second, still no outs. And that's going to be foul, just foul by less than a foot down the right base line out there. That could have been a very nice hit, would have had probably at least a double, and probably would have scored a run there. And Young, ahead of that ball out in front of it, pulled it all the way around, just foul. Just becomes a long strike and evens the count up at 2-2. She had a long fly out to center field her last time up. She can put some charge in the ball. That misses high. So that is going to run the count full on Marissa Young with no outs here in the bottom of the second. Hobbs has already plated 6 and threatening to put more on the board. They would like to, and that is going to miss high and put her on first base. So now runners on first and second. No outs. Number 1, Edith Chavez, center fielder, up to the plate. She hit popped out to the second baseman her last time up. This is her second plate appearance. And that's going to miss high and outside for ball 1. The runners at first and second, no outs. Hobbs has put 6 runs across in this at bat. And by the way, looking back at my notes in my book, Young has signed to play for Texarkana in the fall. So it's nice to see that 5 of these seniors that are going to be graduating have signed to continue playing softball and help their educational careers that way. It's great. Ooh, swinging a whip. No foul back. It just got behind. It got behind Renteria. So another wild pitch is costly for Clovis. It moves runners around. Boyle to third, Young to second. Closer to scoring. And 3-0 is the count. 3-0 on Chavez. And that's a walk. So now bases are loaded as Chavez takes first base. Six to nothing, bottom of the second, no outs, bases loaded. Cleanup hitter Cari Garcia to the plate, and Hobbs has batted around now. And that's going to miss high and outside for ball 1. So 1-0 count. As Garcia walked and stole a base and then scored her last time up. That's going to miss low and inside for ball 2. You know, she's a great slugger, but she's got a good eye, and she's not going to give the pitcher anything. Swing and a high fly ball to left field. Cordova comes under it, makes a grab. A tag up at third will score a run. So it's a sac fly RBI for Cari Garcia. And, you know, that's terrific, because this means she moves to 48 RBIs on the season for Cari Garcia. And that's valuable. You don't always have to park one to, to get a score on the board for your team, and it's valuable. So a sac fly RBI. Scores one, and that is going to be a high fly ball into deep left, and it's flubbed as Cordova gets a glove on it but drops it, and that's going to score a run and move the runners around. As Boyle had been batted in by Garcia, and then Young now crosses the plate on the E7 that puts Anaya Rodriguez on second base. Still no outs. And number 10, Kendi Harrison at the plate, call strike one on her. She reached on an error and scored her last time up. So Kari sac fly RBI for 1 out. And then Rodriguez reached on an error, sits on second. And that is Edith Chavez over there on third. A hot grounder goes to Soto. Soto fires it over to first for the out. Then Roberts fires back over to Silva at third base, trying to get the runner, but does not. Anaya Rodriguez reaches safely. So Harrison moves a runner out 6-3 for out number 2. Yes, as Chavez came in. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yes. Oh, and that's gonna fall in, a nice hit as it falls between left and center in shallow range. Nice Texas leaguer that will also score another run. So that will make it 10-0 for Hobbs now. And that puts Lexi Martinez on first. That's an RBI single for her. And Hobbs has just done exactly what we said at the very beginning of this at bat. They have kept the line moving. That's going to be a hot grounder, and Silva can't hang on to it. She knocks it down, fumbles it, and it goes over. Soto corrals it, but not in time to be able to come up with a throw and a play. So Treviso is actually going to reach on an E5. And that puts the courtesy runner for Lexi Martinez over there on second. I think it's, Ojeda is out on second for Lexi Martinez. And the first pitch is going to be a strike on Ellie Medina. So 2 outs now. And there's a fly ball. It's going to go foul. A long fly ball down the right base line. Goes out in the corner, but it just becomes a long strike. So strike 2 now. 2 outs, 0-2 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10-0 is your score here in the bottom of the second inning. As Ellie Medina, batting ninth, is up to the plate, and then it'll be top of the order again to Kaya Boyle. And that's going to be a foul down the third base line, so count remains 0-2 as Ellie Medina, playing left field, hanging tough at the plate, trying to extend Hobbs at bat here. They could squeeze out some more runs, eke some more out of this at bat, and that is going to be just catch a piece of it and be foul off over to the right near the screen. So count remains 0-2. She's fought off a couple 3 pitches here, hanging tough with an 0-2 count on her. Hobbs down to the last strike here in this at bat, but they could extend it and get some more juice out of it. That misses low for ball 1, and Renteria blocking that out, coming up with it. Otherwise, that probably would have meant base runners sitting on third and second. So 1-2 the count. Runners on first and second, 2 outs now. And that is going to miss. Oh, it's going to hit her, actually. Inside enough that it hit her foot. Hit by pitch will put her on first and loads the bases. So Ojeda on third, Treviso on second, and Medina on first. Brings up Kaya Boyle. She had a 2 RBI single her last time up. She walked and got put out her first time So just 2 outs. All right, so bases loaded, 2 outs. Hobbs with a chance to get some more runs across in this at bat, and that hangs up high and outside for ball 1. Brings Renteria. Renteria has worked hard behind the plate in these in just 2 at bats. I mean, Hobbs has batted around almost twice now, and a lot of high balls, low balls. She's had to get up. She's had to block shots and keep them from getting away from her and behind her. And she is she's earning her keep behind the plate today for Clovis. 2-0 was the count, and that floats in, and that's going to be 3 straight balls. 3-0 the count. Young is on deck. Chavez in the hole for Hobbs. That is going to hit the inside corner. Oh no! He said, "Take your base." I thought he was going to motion that it hit the inside corner. So he said, "Nope, take your base," and that's going to walk a run in, and that actually Kaya gets an RBI. That's an RBI walk for her. As Ojeda crosses the plate, Treviso moves to third, Medina to second, and now Boyle at first, and Young is at the plate. Young walked and scored her last time up, had a fly out to center her first time. She's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball headed out to center again. Chavez comes under it, and she does not manage to get it. It comes down and hits her in the knee, and that'll score 1, that'll score 2. So it is an error. I think she had her glove on it, and then it came down and hit her knee. But we'll take it. As Young sitting on second base in scoring position after the speedy Kyle Boyle came in, or rather Treviso came in, and Treviso and Medina came in. That's it. And Boyle as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes. I'm just making sure I've got all of that right. And it is. As nobody's left out there except Young. There were 2 outs, and everybody was running because there was nothing to lose. You know, on 2 outs, the ball is in motion. You run as hard as you can and go for home, and they did, and brought 3 in. So Young on second base in scoring position, 2 outs still. And now a 3-0 count on this batter, who is Edith Chavez, the center fielder. That hits the outside corner for ball 1, so Cushing hits the zone when she has to with the 3-0 count there. So now 3-1. Garcia on deck, Rodriguez in the hole for Hobbs if they can continue it. Swing and a high fly, long line drive, really. Not so much a high fly as a line drive, but it goes foul over into the left field corner. This Edith way out in front of it, a lot of charge in it. Just makes it a full count now, so 3-2. Swing, and that's going to be a hit. Going to fall between right and center field. Hit the fence. Going to be picked up by Baeza there and thrown in. It'll score 1, though. So Chavez with an RBI double sits in scoring position as well. So 2 outs, a runner on second, and now it's 15-0. If Hobbs, when Clovis gets into bat, if Hobbs holds them, there is a 15-run rule after 3 innings. First pitch comes in high for ball 1 to Cati Garcia. Hobbs has batted around twice now. And there's a high fly ball headed out to left field, and it hits the fence. A good try by Cordova over there, who runs to try to get it, but it gets behind her. She just can't get to it in time. Hits the fence. She plays it well off the fence, makes the throw in, but not before Chavez is able to come in. And a well-hit ball by Cari Garcia becomes an RBI double for her. So Cari sits on second. Scores 16-0 now, and Anaya Rodriguez designated player to the plate. 16-0 here in the bottom of the second. that hits the outside corner for a call, strike one. So 2 outs, a runner on second. Hobbs has put 16 runs across in this at bat. That's going to miss low for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Let's see, Rodriguez reached on an error and scored her last time up. Hit a single and scored her first time up. She's 1 for 2. And that is going to run outside for ball number 3. Good job by Renteria to make the stop there. And that is Rodriguez sitting on second in scoring position for Hobbs. Or not Rodriguez, my bad. Cari Garcia is on second. Rodriguez is at the plate. And Harrison is on deck with Martinez in the hole. A swing and a line drive shot is going to go out between right and center. Chavez moves over to grab it and make a good throw in, but it is going to be an RBI single for Anaya Rodriguez. A real hard line drive shot that went almost to the fence between left and center. And again, Clovis playing pretty well in the field, and they've made a couple of errors. They've made 3 errors in this at bat for Hobbs. But a lot of the players out in the field are doing a good job of stopping it and throwing it in. That is going to be a little Texas Leaguer high pop fly that lands in shallow right field. Nothing anybody could do to get there in time. And a throw gets beyond second base, but Coach Boyle holds up the runner at third.
Now batting the catcher, number 15, Lexi Martinez.
So Rodriguez, Garcia's at third. Singles, well hit balls by Rodriguez and Harrison there. Loads up the bases. Garcia on third, Rodriguez on second, and Harrison on first. Still 2 outs. 2 outs and a 1-0 count on this batter. And the pitch is on the inside corner to Martinez. 1-1 now. Martinez, left-handed batter. She had an RBI single her last time up, an infield single her first time up. A hit straight up the middle, goes to the outfield, went by Cushing. She put a glove out, but it was a well-hit ball past her, and that scores 2. So a hard hit line drive straight up the middle brings in 2 runs. 3 runs, yep, 3, wow, okay. Puts Martinez at first. Hobbs is so quick on the base paths. 17, 18, 19, 19-0, and that's a hard hit grounder. Are they going to call it foul? I'm not sure. So that ends the at-bat for Hobbs. Not before they put 19 runs across. 19-0 is your score. We'll be back with the top of the third, and it could be the end of the game, as there's a 15-run rule after 3. If Hobbs holds them and is at least 15 runs ahead at the end of the Clovis at-bat, then Hobbs will win this first game. But we do have to play the rest of this inning, or the top of the third inning coming up, and we'll have more right here on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
The phone rings. Your husband jumps out of bed. Not his phone. It's my phone. Turn on my bedside light. My heart sinks. My sister has never called this early. For the next several minutes, she explains to me our mother is going to need private care. What do? We are both super busy, but we want the best care for Mom.
When it's time to entrust your loved ones to home health care, will just any home health agency do, or do you want the best? You can get the best right here in Hobbs. Elite Home Health provides many services with skilled nurses, such as physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, even bathing aids. Trusted care in the comfort of your own home. Call 393-9281. That's 393-9281.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball. Hobbs put 19 runs across in the bottom of the second inning on 9 hits. There were 3 errors committed, 1 left on base. And we go to the top of the third inning. Clovis coming up to the plate. It's the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9. It is Cordova, Rodriguez, Baeza due up for Clovis. Here in the top of the third. The reason why that third inning ended so quick, so abruptly, was that Martinez was at the plate and she hit the ball and stepped on the plate, on home plate, making contact with the ball and stepping on the plate. That's an automatic out. So, but Hobbs batted around 2.5 times almost in that at-bat, put the 19 runs across. So all they have to do is hold Clovis here, and they'll win on a run rule situation, and that is going to be fouled off out of play, off to the right, and becomes strike 2 on Cordova. Chavarria in the circle, Martinez behind the plate, Garcia at first, Boyle at second, Harrison at short, Young at third, Medina in left, Chavez center, and Treviso in right. A chopper goes foul down the third base line, so count remains 0-2 on Gianna Cordova playing left field for Clovis, and that was left field was very busy in that at bat for Hobbs. A lot of balls in the air and on the ground. Hobbs just hit around and just were almost unstoppable at the bat. They went 3 up, 3 down in their first at bat in the bottom of the first, but then put 19 runs across in the bottom of the second. Here we are, top of the third. A swing and a miss for a strikeout, and out number 1 as Clovis. Again, they're swinging there when they're striking out, and that is the 4th strikeout for Chavarria. When they go down, they've been going down swinging. They've been going down trying to make contact with the ball. Sierra Rodriguez, second baseman, up to the plate. That is going to be a hot grounder over Cari Garcia, stops it and trots over to first to make second out unassisted. 3 unassisted in the book for the second out. And that brings up Carelli Baeza, the right fielder for Clovis, up to the plate, batting in the 9th slot. If she finds her way on, it would go back up to the top of the order. Renteria on deck, Chavez in the hole. Hobbs would like to get this third out. First pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. As Clovis is down to their last out here. As Hobbs trying to win this first in 3 innings, a run rule. And that's going to miss high and outside for ball 1. So 1-1 the count. You know, I spoke with Coach Wolf after the doubleheader in Clovis that Hobbs won both of those games. And we had a little visit about her team and how young it is. They graduated a lot of seniors at the end of last season. That is going to miss high for ball 2. And she's got a very young team, most of which was on JV last year and saw very little, if any, varsity action. And they're building. They're in a rebuilding phase of their program in Clovis, and their attitude is very good. They're working hard. That is going to be a foul down the line, down the third base line for strike 2, 2-2 the count. Hobbs, of course, is just the opposite. Hobbs is about to graduate a lot of seniors, and they're very strong this year, but they've got promising up-and-comers, especially our pitching. That's going to be fouled off out of play. And again, Baeza hanging tough. Baeza hanging tough at the plate, doesn't want to be the batter that goes down, ending the game, the first of this doubleheader, but she is making contact with the ball. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the third. Swing and a grounder headed to Harrison at short. She scoops it up, makes a bullet of a throw to Garcia at first, and that's the game. That's it. The first game is over 6-3 in the books for the third out. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. And Hobbs wins the first game 19-0 in a three-inning run rule game to a very young, battling Clovis team. And they are going to take a break and then be back with the second of the doubleheader. I'll be back to wrap this one up here in just a couple of minutes as Hobbs Lady Eagles, with this victory, go up to 19-4 in the season, 8-1 in district. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagles softball coming up on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
For all your grocery specials, shop Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs. The best deals in fresh produce, fresh meat, and vegetables, frozen and dairy, health and beauty, and so much more. With the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff, Thriftway and La Tienda. For all your grocery specials, come on down to La Tienda, 400 East Marland, and Thriftway, 1317 North Turner in Hobbs. Best of luck, Eagles, from all of your friends at Thriftway and La Tienda grocery stores.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290.
First American Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank. Local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. 19-0 is your score. It's a no-hit shutout for Chavarria, who pitched 3 at-bats against 3 innings, 3 at-bats, and she struck out 4, walked 1, and again allowed no hits, and so that's a no-hit shutout for her in a run-ruled game. And a good win for the Hobbs Lady Eagles, a tough loss again for Clovis, as Hobbs scored 19 runs on 11 hits. They left 1 on base. Hobbs committed no errors, and Clovis had no runs on no hits. They left nobody on base, and they committed 3 errors. They did get 1 base runner off of the walk, the 1 walk that was issued, but she was put out as part of a double play that ended the second at bat. So Hobbs had a double play in the second inning, and Clovis had a double play in the first inning against Hobbs. Cushing takes the loss with no strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 walks, I believe 3 walks, and 1 hit by pitch. It is senior night here, and I'm going to try to move the camera to be able to get this. As soon as I finish wrapping this up, we'll turn the mic up and hear all of this senior night. So let's turn things up right now.
All I want to say to them is thank you. Thank you for doubting me. I truly could not have done it without you. Your words and actions have pushed me to be the best I can be and have been used as fuel to keep growing and improving in myself. I would also like to thank my team for always having my back and giving me everlasting friendships that I will forever cherish in my heart. Boyle for giving me a chance to play on the field and making my senior year by far the best year I could have ever asked for. Jared Lewis for always believing in me when no one else did, building me from the ground up, teaching me so many life lessons, and always being there for me even when I doubted myself. And last but not least, my family. I couldn't have made it this far without you. You guys are my glue that holds me together. Thank you for all the time and money you have put into helping me pursue my dreams of getting to planes. As this chapter of my life ends, a new one opens as I plan to go play at the collegiate level. I will be going to the University of the Southwest to study biology and soon get my master's in forensics biology. The best advice I could give to anyone who is struggling with self-doubt or even others doubting you is to keep going. Use all the negativity as motivation to prove others wrong. Thank you, Hobbs Softball. Number 15, Lexi Martinez, signing out.
Up next, number 20, Anaya Rodriguez. She is escorted by her parents, Daniel and Brandy, her sister Alexis, and her brother Diego. Number 20, Anaya Rodriguez.
My heart is filled with both gratitude and a touch of sadness, as this is my last home game here at Veterans Memorial. I want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you who has played a significant role in my softball journey. To Barry, Jeremy, and my dad, you are my guiding lights during travel ball. Thank you for your unwavering support and belief in me, even during the toughest games. Schaefer and Marco, your expertise in hitting turned my weaknesses into strengths. I will always cherish the countless hours we spent in the batting cages, striving for perfection. To Anthony and Dean, under your guidance, I not only grew as a player, but also as a leader. Thank you for believing in me and for pushing me to be the best version of myself on and off the field. To my mom, dad, Bubs, and Sissy, and the rest of my family. Where do I even begin? From the early morning practices to the late night games, you were always there, cheering me on every step of the way. Your unwavering love, encouragement, and sacrifices have been the cornerstone of my softball career. I am endlessly grateful for your constant support and for being my biggest fans through every win and loss. As I end my journey as a Lady Eagle and embark on this new chapter of my life, to my teammates, please know that the memories we've created together will forever hold a special place in my heart. Enjoy every moment because they will be gone in a blink of an eye. With love, number 20, Anaya.
Up next, number 10, Candace Harrison. Escorted by her parents, Lonnie and Christina, her sister Cameron, and her brother Trey. Number 10, Candace Harrison.
Candy, and it's finally our time. It's our last time playing on this field. It's been an amazing 5 years. I've made the most amazing friends and teammates. And I got to play with my sister for the last year of the season. Let me tell you, it was tough at times having to chase her ball. She would throw a mile over my head, but I would do it a million more times if I could.
A lot better than me reading it.
It's okay though, she gets to watch me play now and chase her dreams she likes to dream. I want to say thank you to her, my mom, and my dad for giving us the chance to watch me play. I also want to say thank you to my brother who spent all the time at the ballpark watching me play on my birthday instead of splitting it somewhere else without me. In addition to that, I also want to say thank you to my aunts, uncles, grandparents, cousins, friends, and loved ones for coming to support me when they have the chance. I also want to say thank you to Liz and Lexi and Drew for pushing me and helping me grow physically and most importantly mentally. They also have helped me more than anyone I know, whether it be with softball or real life problems. They truly are some of the most amazing weekend coaches I've ever had. It's time for a new chapter for us all. Congrats to our seniors for all signing. I'm beyond proud of you all. Good luck to all the little ones. Always believe in yourself and remember this is just a game that's supposed to be fun. Chase your dreams and make the most out of your time here. Bye!
Number 8, Marissa Young. She is escorted by her parents, Barry and Miranda, and her brother, Kyle. Number 8, Marissa Young.
Some of y'all may know me as Riz, or Meg. I wanted to start off by saying thank you to my amazing family for always supporting me no matter what, through the good and the bad. I want to give a big thanks to my mom and dad for always pushing me to be the best I can be, and being by my side through it all, and believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself. And most importantly, never missing a single one of my softball games. I wouldn't be here without y'all's support, and I'll forever be grateful for y'all taking time out of your day to watch me play the game I love, and watching me achieve my dreams and goals. Thank you, Dad, for taking the time out of your day to help me get better, whether it was catching for me or throwing a BP. I also want to thank my brother for putting up with all the softball trips. It meant a lot to me that you were there. High school softball introduced me to some of my best friends and gave me lifelong memories that I will forever cherish. It is more than just a team, it's like a family. I've had so many great memories with this team that I'll never forget. I'm so excited to see what the future holds for all of us. I also want to thank all the coaches I've had over the years. I'm so lucky to have the opportunity to be coached by all of you. You push me to be the best I can be and believed in me every step of the way. It has gotten me to where I am today. Even though this chapter in my life is coming to an end, I am so excited to start the next one. Number 8, signing out.
Number 16, Connie Garcia. She is escorted by her parents, Jeremy and Monica, and her sisters, Michaela, Jaden, and Maya. Number 16, Connie Garcia.
Hi everyone, my name is Carissa Garcia, but I'm also known as Gotti. It seems like just yesterday I was a freshman listening to senior speeches. They would all talk about how fast high school ball would fly by, and he sure did. I'm so grateful to be a part of such an amazing team and getting to play the sport I love the most with my forever best friends. Every moment will forever be cherished. Every team bonding, every practice, every laugh, every bus ride home, and of course, every lap we have to run together. I would first like to thank my parents for putting their all on me and getting me to where I am today, but I mostly couldn't have done it without my dad. Having you as a coach for half of my life was a blessing, but also crazy because we bumped heads a lot. I will forever appreciate the lessons you and Mom have taught me and the opportunities you both have provided for me. Softball has made me who I am today, and I wouldn't be able to do it without you two. I love you guys so much. I would like to give a big thank you to my family for always coming out and supporting me and being my biggest cheerleaders, especially my grandparents. I love you all so much. To my coaches, thank you. Thank you for all the time and effort y'all have put into me and my team, teaching us new things every day. Thank you for pushing me to be the best I could be and always believing in me no matter what. Lastly, I would like to give a huge thank you to Coach Michael Boyle for being my hitting coach and for putting so much time and effort into me, helping me become the hitter I am today. I'm so grateful for him, and I wouldn't be the player I am today without his guidance. Some advice I would give to the younger ones is no matter where you are, someone is always watching you. Always give it your all no matter what. Enjoy the time while you can, because eventually it will all come to an end. Also play hard and want to win. I will get to continue my education while playing softball at Midland College, pursuing a degree in stenography. This team will forever have a special place in my heart, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for everyone. Forever and always an Eagle. Number 16, Gotti Garcia, signing out.
And I believe that does it for the senior ceremony. So congratulations, all of those graduating seniors, and all of them continuing, their education and their softball careers. That's awesome. Cody Garcia going to Midland College, Marissa Young going to Texarkana, Candy Harrison to West Texas A&M, Lexi Martinez to USW, and Anaya Rodriguez to Clarendon. So congratulations. Also, really want to take some time to acknowledge, of course, head coach Anthony Boyle. Anthony was an assistant coach under former head coach Dean Crossland, and Boyle is a former standout baseball player, and his dad, of course, is the head baseball coach for the Hobbs program. But Anthony put his time in as an assistant coach and earned this spot. And I tell you what, this team coming in with a good, strong foundation, he has just made them shine, and they have worked hard to make themselves shine. He has help from his assistants, and I know that no head coach can do it by themselves. His assistant coaches are R. Taylor, J. Rousseau, S. McCoffin, that is, D. Aranda, and his statistician is Barry Young. So acknowledging all of that and all of those people. And boy, I tell you what, it takes a lot of support from your family. It's a lot of time on the ball field. It's a lot of practicing. It's a lot of games, a lot of travel. Oh, it's a lot of keeping the laundry clean, keeping the uniforms clean, and keeping everybody on time and getting around to games and on the buses and doing a lot of catching in and shagging balls, and a lot of backyard practicing, and it's terrific. So good to see that the players get a chance to acknowledge their coaches, their families, and just have some final words about the program. And I think one thing was really important. One of the girls said, "You know what? This game is supposed to be fun." I think we do emphasize. We put a lot of emphasis on high school sports because of the things they can teach you. But at the end of the day, you've got to enjoy what you're doing. It's got to be worth it. It's work, and when you put in the effort, you reap the rewards. But it needs to be fun. It's got to be enjoyable. These are high school sports, and sometimes I think we put so much pressure on them as if they're already college or even beyond that. We expect a lot and have a high bar. There's nothing wrong with that. These girls reach that high bar, but you need to enjoy the sport as it's played. Play well, and you enjoy playing well, being good, and winning, and that's the best result of everything. But at the heart of it, it's like a job. You can't enjoy every single minute. Can't be fun, but you need to enjoy the process and overall have fun playing that sport. So just my final thoughts on that as we say let's take a break and get ready for the second of this doubleheader here in Hobbs. Hobbs Lady Eagles winning their first one 19-0, and they go up 19-4 on the season, 8-1 in district, and we'll have another game to finish it up. The nightcap for Hobbs Lady Eagles softball coming up on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. As welcome into the second game, just underway, the second of a doubleheader. And Hobbs winning the first 19-1 in 3 innings on a run rule win. And the beginning of the second here with Clovis up to the bat, the visiting Lady Cats. Number 3, Brooke Renteria, the catcher, up to bat with a 2-2 count now as she just swung and missed. And because of the in-between ceremony for the Hobbs seniors, getting lineups. Again, no, I'm not griping about anything or complaining, just saying that because of that, lineups coming in a little late from both the coaches, and certainly in time to get the games going. Just takes a little bit to fill out the books. That's high, and that's going to be fouled out of play after running the count full. 3-2 count. Now protecting the plate and fouling off. Count remains full. 3-2 on Renteria. Andrea Chavez, center fielder, on deck. Sophie Roberts, first baseman, in the hole for Clovis. That's a high fly. That's going to go out of play again behind the screen, and the count remains full on Brooke Renteria. Brooke just had the 1 plate appearance in the last game and struck out. That was, by the way, a no-hit shutout pitched by Chavarria in the first game. Oh, and this time this is, I believe, Treviso in the circle for Hobbs. And a tough at bat, and Renteria wins that one, drawing the walk.
Now batting number 1, Andrea Chavez.
After both the pitcher and batter hung tough. Chavez to the plate, call strike 1. Nice pitch by Treviso. Ilea Treviso in the circle for Hobbs. And as expected, that is Anaya Rodriguez behind the plate catching. That's a foul back to the screen. A 1, or rather an 0-2 count on Chavez. So 0-2. Runner on first. That's Renteria reaching on the walk. Chavez at the plate. Roberts on deck. Silva in the hole. Swing and a miss. And Chavez goes down swinging for the first out. And the first strikeout for Treviso in the circle for Hobbs. Rodriguez behind the plate. Garcia at first. Boyle at second. Harrison at short. Young at third. Swing and a miss. 4 strike 1. And I'll have to see, according to I'll have to wait and look at my lineup to see exactly who's in the field. I believe Chavez is still out in center for Hobbs. I'll have to see about who's in left and right. And another smoker. A lot of pop in the glove on on those last 2 pitches. 0-2 count on Roberts here. 1 out, 1 on. Beautiful foul tip to stay alive. 0-2 count. Silva on deck. Soto in the hole now for Clovis. Clovis drops to 2-20 on the season, 0-8 in district. Hobbs improves to 19-4 on the season and 7-1 in district. And a strikeout for out number 2. So strikeout, 2 strikeouts, a walk, 2 outs, 1 on. Silva at the plate, a swing, and I think she may have caught a little contact on that, but strike number 1. So 0-1 the count, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Top of the first, Hobbs would like to get out sufficiently. That's going to be a ground ball. Harrison picks it up and fires to first to Garcia to get the 3rd out. 6-3. Nice catch and save by Garcia on that. Harrison throws very hard. She's one of the top shortstops in the state, in my opinion, and Garcia, one of the top first basemen. She really puts on a good stretch, hangs on, saves bad throws, and makes the good throws look even better, too. So good work by Hobbs. 4 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the first. Hobbs is coming up to the plate. No score in this one yet, and we'll be back with more Lady Eagles softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
The phone rings. Your husband jumps out of bed. Not his phone. It's my phone. Turn on my bedside light. My heart sinks. My sister has never called this early. For the next several minutes, she explains to me our mother is going to need private care. What do? We are both super busy, but we want the best care for Mom.
When it's time to entrust your loved ones to home health care, will just any home health agency do, or do you want the best? You can get the best right here in Hobbs. Elite Home Health provides many services with skilled nurses, such as physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, even bathing aids. Trusted care in the comfort of your own home. Call 393-9281. That's 393-9281.
Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Here we are in the nightcap of this doubleheader.
Leading off for the Lady Eagles, the second baseman.
Bottom of the first inning. And Hobbs, of course, coming up to bat. It'll be leadoff batter Kaya Boyle, followed by number 8, Marissa Young, playing third base. Number 1, Edith Chavez in center field. And then cleanup hitter number 16, Kari Garcia at first base. And the first pitch is high for ball 1. As this is Nowak in the circle now in this game for Clovis. And catching again is Renteria. So Nowak Renteria is your battery. 3 straight balls, that one going back to the screen. So 3-0 count on Boyle. Let's see. And I'll set the field and the rest of the lineup for Hobbs as I can. Ooh, that's going to miss inside for ball 4. Boyle takes her walk. So Hobbs is in business with a base runner.
The third baseman, number 8, Marissa Young.
No outs, a runner on first. Number 8, Marissa Young at third base, coming up to the plate, followed by Chavez on deck, Garcia in the hole. And then let's see. After her will be number 20, Anaya Rodriguez, catching this game. And batting 6th will be number 10, Candy Garcia. Or Candy Harrison, rather, I'm sorry. I'm writing and talking at the same time. That can be dangerous. At short, batting 7th will be number 15, Lexi Martinez, who is your designated player in this game. She caught the first game. Batting 8th will be number 5, Jackie Fuentes, who is in left field in this game. All right, so Marissa Young with a fly out for the first out. Runner stays put at first. And that brings up number 1, Edith Chavez, center fielder at the plate. Let's get back to my score bug and indicate the out. 1 out, 1 on. Edith Chavez at the plate, Garcia on deck, and Rodriguez in the hole. That is going to hit the inside corner for call, strike 1. So 1-1 count now. 1 out, 1 on. Hobbs looking to get some runs on the board here. They'd like to do that. Clovis kept them scoreless in the first at bat last game, and then Hobbs scored 19 runs in their second at bat, and that's going to be a nice grounder that finds its way between shortstop and third base. And we'll put Chavez on. She's got a single. So she's on first. Boyle moves to second. 1 out, 2 runners on. And number 16, Cari Garcia, first baseman, to the plate. We mentioned Garcia. I mentioned in the last game. Oh, and it's going to be high and get out of Renteria's glove. Going to have to call that a pass ball, I think, because she did get a glove on it, but it was high. Tough to handle. But it does move the runners over to second and third. High fly ball into deep left. Is it over? Is it over? It is gone. Yes, it is another home run, and that is home run number 43 for the Hobbs girls this season. And that is a 3 RBI home run for Cari Garcia. That is home run number 13 for Cari. She now continues to lead in home runs, in RBIs, her batting average, and on-base percentage for the Hobbs Lady Eagles. And that becomes 43 home runs, a record number of home runs in one season for the Hobbs Lady Eagles. They set it in that doubleheader against Roswell on Friday night. They went into that game with 39, they went into that, I guess they must have had 36 home runs going into that doubleheader, and they had 6 home runs in that doubleheader. It was amazing. And that is going to be foul just by about a foot as Anaya Rodriguez comes to the plate, left-handed batter, and just catches the end of her bat on that. After the 3 RBI home run for Cari Garcia, and cleaned off the bases, and now Hobbs is up 3-0 here as I catch the score bug up. There's a long fly ball headed out to left field, and it goes over the head of the left fielder out there and gets to the wall. And I kind of think that she may have lost it in the sun. That is Cordova out there. That's Cordova out in left field. And I didn't see that she got a glove on it. Just went over her head and hit the fence. So Anaya Rodriguez is on with a double. And that's going to put her in scoring position. Just 1 out now. And Candy Harrison to the plate. With 3 runs across in this one so far. Hobbs would like to keep it going here. Rodriguez on second. Harrison at the plate. Martinez on deck. Fuentes in the hole. That's going to miss and run the count and be even up 1-1. 1 out, 1-1 the count, 1 runner on, out on second base. 3 runs across for Hobbs so far. High, little fly ball coming under. It's the shortstop over there, and she makes the grab. That's Cushing, who pitched the first game and is playing shortstop in this one. A little pop out to position 6 for out number 2. And now Lexi Martinez coming to the plate. Martinez DPing in this game. She caught the first game. She also is one of the... That's going to be high for ball 1. She's one of the more dependable hitters up there in stats for Hobbs. Let's see, Alexis Martinez. That is going to be a wild pitch. Get past Renteria, and that's going to move the designated, she's the runner for Rodriguez over to third. And I think, is that Zambrano running? I believe it may be. Ooh, a hot grounder is going to find its way between first and second base, go out to right field, and will score 1. As number 2, no, that was Ojeda.
Now batting the left fielder, number 5,
Jessie Ojeda, who crossed the plate after being a designated pinch runner. So Martinez with a solid single, an RBI single, sits on first, and that is Jackie Fuentes playing left field at the plate. So still 2 outs, and that misses low for ball 2. So 2-0 the count on Fuentes. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Hobbs leading 4-0 now. 4-0 is your score. As Boyle, Chavez, Garcia, and Rodriguez have all crossed the plate. High fly ball headed out to center field. Chavez coming under it, can't get to it in time, but she does knock it down and then makes the throw to second base. And it will hold Fuentes on first with a single. A nicely hit ball, though, and that is going to allow the courtesy runner of there, is that to head to third base. And no, Alexi Martinez, maybe she's just running for herself. She's designated player in this one, not the catcher or the pitcher. So I think that just moves Martinez over to third. First pitch in is going to be fouled off to the screen. Another foul, this one down the second baseline, or the third baseline rather, and that is Abby Zambrano, who is at the place. Yes, 0-2 count. You're welcome. It's Abby Zambrano, who is playing right field in this one. She is number 4. Swing, and a nice fly ball into shallow left field, and it's going to fall in for a hit. Cordova can't get to it in time. Too far back for Cushing to get to it. Too far up as Cordova, all the outfielders playing pretty deep, respecting the bats of Hobbs. And that makes those shallow outfield hits hard to get up on in time. And Zambrano is on with a single, nicely hit ball. Again, one of the younger players, a reserve player for Hobbs with so many. And there's a hot grounder to Cushing. She throws over to second to get that lead, to get that force out on second, and finally that third out. So it's Fuentes who gets thrown out 6-4 for the third out. And technically, Boyle reaches on a fielder's choice and is left on base. But 3 outs, and now Hobbs is done, but not before they put 5 runs across. So it is 5, score bug, 5-0, 3 outs, top of the second coming up. Hobbs leading 5-0. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
We know that you want to make the most out of your time. At Lee County State Bank, we believe banking should be quick and easy. That's why we're proud to provide video banking to our customers. Save time and a trip to the bank and meet with a video banker instead. Getting started is easy. Download the LCSB Connect app, create a profile, bank from anywhere. Not a customer yet? No problem. You can use a video banking app to open an account too. Download the app today and start banking from anywhere.
Visit onlinelcsb.com. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Forest Tire cares about your time. You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan in this second of the doubleheader in the top of the second inning. Clovis coming up to the bat. Amor Soto led things off, and she hit the first pitch she saw, and it was a grounder over to first base. And Garcia was able to field that and then threw back to first base to Kaya Boyle, who was covering. Great basics, seamless play. 1 pitch, 1 out. Can't get any more efficient than that. Here we are, top of the second. 1 out now. And Nowak at the plate. The pitcher with a 1-1 count on her. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 the count. Nowak at the plate. Cordova on deck. Cushing in the hole. That hits the outside corner. Yeah, nice breaking ball by Treviso. By the way, Treviso has the lowest ERA. She's got a 3.38 ERA, earned run average for Hobbs. Swing and a miss as she gets no whack, strikes out the pitcher for out number 2. That is the 3rd strikeout in this game for Treviso. So 2 outs, nobody on. And number 15, Gianna Cordova, the left fielder, up to the plate. Now Cushing on deck and Baez in the hole if they get that far. Swing and a miss as Treviso hits the outside corner. Nice breaking ball. Medium speed, not as hard as I've seen her throw, but placing her balls, varying the speeds. Again, young pitcher with already doing really well for Hobbs, but an awful lot of potential as well to continue to develop and grow right along with Cheveria. Hobbs' pitching is in very good shape, in the coming years. Swing and a miss. So 1-2 the count now. 1-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the second. Hobbs leading this one 5-0 in the nightcap of a doubleheader. A pop-up. Boyle calls for it at second base, comes under it, makes the grab, and hangs on to it for out number 3. So a pop out to second base, position 4 in the book. For the 3rd out, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Hobbs leading 5-0. We'll be back with more Lady Eagles softball coming up.
Switch to TDS. Pair fast internet with strong Wi-Fi for the ultimate online experience. Choose from speeds starting at 300 meg all the way up to 1 gig. Plus, blanket every corner of your home with TDS Wi-Fi Plus. Trust TDS to provide you with the best services at the best prices. Just ask our customers, who are voting us best internet provider in many of the communities we serve. Visit hellotds.com to learn more. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details. Switch to TDS. Pair fast internet with strong Wi-Fi.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball.
Number 8, Marissa Young.
As no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on in the top of the second inning. So we come to bottom of the second with Hobbs coming up to the plate. Number 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup. Young, Chavez, Garcia. As I'm also using this opportunity to continue to finish, I've got the reserve players that I'm filling out as well. Number 2 is Jesse Ojeda. Sees a lot of time as a pinch runner. Number 9 is Allison Garcia, who I believe is out with an injury or just kind of nursing a sore ankle from the Roswell game. Hopefully she's going to be back for Friday. We certainly hope she is. Try to connect with Coach Boyle about that and see how she is, or talk to her dad maybe. Thank you to Mr. Garcia, by the way, for providing us a lot of information, providing me with some stats. And it's going to be a well-hit ball for Marissa Young.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Edith Chavez.
So it's going to be a well-hit ball for Marissa Young. Put her on third base after flying out to the shortstop her first time up. Now she's sitting on third with a well-hit ball. Looking good. So bottom of the second.
Now batting the first baseman, number 16, Cody Garcia.
Cody Garcia at the plate. Clean up hitter. Edith Chavez hit by pitch. On first base. Cody Garcia with a 2-0 count on her, as Nowak pitching pretty carefully to her. Garcia had the 3 RBI home run her last time up, her first plate appearance. This is her second. Swing and a cut back foul to the screen for strike 1. 2-1 the count, as Chavez was able to get to second. Renteria threatened to throw but did not, with the runner sitting on third. So runners now at second and third in scoring position for Hobbs. 2-1 the count on this batter. Rodriguez on deck, Harrison in the hole. Swing and high. Fly ball coming under. It's the first baseman over there. She reaches and makes the grab. And so Roberts over there on first for Clovis makes the catch. A little pop out to the first baseman. Garcia just swung under that, got it up, kind of lifting that ball up, just swung on the bottom of it and ended up popping that up to position number 3 for out number 1. Swing and a foul back out of play off to the left for Rodriguez. Rodriguez catching this game. 1 out, runners on second and third. Harrison on deck, Martinez in the hole now. Rodriguez cutting at that one and fouled it back to the screen for strike 2. Nowak is a pitcher that puts a lot of spin on her ball, and that's why we're seeing an awful lot of fouls. A pitcher that puts an awful lot of natural spin on the ball is hard to get hits off of, because you have to hit that dead on center of the ball. Little over it, little under it. You're going to spin it up or down either way, or back or up. Count remains 1 and 2 now, as that one was in the dirt. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner. Call strike 3. Oh, and that is out number 2. Rodriguez with an uncharacteristic strikeout there, just got caught looking. And that is the first strikeout for Nowak. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Hobbs needs to move those base runners in. Don't want to waste those base runners who reached, on a triple, a really nice hit by Young, and then a gimme, a base that was given by the pitcher. And that is going to miss high and outside. Renteria doing a nice job standing up and grabbing that one, because that might have been a run across the plate had that ball gotten back to the screen. So 1-1 is the count now on this batter. That is going to miss low and get by. Renteria knocks it down, goes off to the left. Young dancing off a third, threatening to try to come home on it. She does not. Count is now 2-1 on Harrison, who popped out to the shortstop her last time up. That is going to miss inside for ball 3. 3-1 the count now on Harrison. Hobbs needs to move those runners around and in. Yes, they're leading 5-0, but you just on principle, you don't want to leave runners on base if you can bring them in. That is going to miss inside for ball 4. And that is going to put Harrison on and load the bases. So 1, 2, and 3, nowhere to put them. Number 15, Lexi Martinez, your designated player in this game. She caught the first game that Chavarria pitched and threw that no-hit shutout. So 2 outs, runners on every base, and a great chance to bring some or all of them in here and just keep the line moving. But it's got to be a walk or a hit, and that is going to be a hit. It's going to fall into shallow center as Cordova comes up on it. It'll score 1, it'll score 2, and let's see, the throw over to third is not good, but back there to back it up is Cushing. So good fundamentals there, and that is going to keep Hobbs with just the 2 runs across and put them up 7-0 now. It also moves Candy Harrison all the way around to third, and Lexi Martinez with the double. It really was a single. She moved over to second on the throw in, but I also think if there hadn't been another play it's possible that she would have, Martinez went around and was able to make it over to second. So, and there's a hot grounder to Cushing, who knocks it down and then doesn't have time. She does make the throw to first, and Roberts catches it and holds on to it, but it's not in time to get the speedy Jackie Fuentes. So it does bring one runner in and makes it 8-0. 8-0, yes sir, as Martinez is on third, Fuentes is on first, and now goes to second on defensive indifference. So now runners on second and third after Fuentes reached on the error, the E6. And Zambrano, is hit by the pitch. Zambrano takes her base, so a hit by pitch. And now that loads him back up with Martinez on third, Fuentes on second, Zambrano on first. As Fuentes reached on the error, and then Zambrano was hit by pitch. So the wheels coming off a little bit for Clovis here. Ilia Treviso, the pitcher, or rather the top of the order now, as Treviso is the flex player and does not bat. Coming back up to the plate, Kaya Boyle. And watches the first one high and outside for ball one. With her, Hobbs has batted around. Young is on deck, Chavez in the hole. 3 have crossed the plate. There's a grounder to Cushing, who throws over to second to get the lead run and to get the third out. So the third out, then the run does not count. So Hobbs puts 3 across in that at bat and makes it 8-0 as we go into the top of the third inning. And we'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
We know that you want to make the most out of your time. At Lee County State Bank, we believe banking should be quick and easy. That's why we're proud to provide video banking to our customers. Save time and a trip to the bank and meet with a video banker instead. Getting started is easy. Download the LCSB Connect app, create a profile, bank from anywhere. Not a customer yet? No problem. You can use a video banking app to open an account too. Download the app today and start banking from anywhere.
Visit onlinelcsb.com. Lee County State Bank, member FDIC.
Forest Tire cares about your time. You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan, and in the bottom of the second inning, Hobbs puts 3 runs across on 2 hits. There were 2 errors committed, 3 left on base. Boyle actually reached on a fielder's choice, which technically loaded the bases back up, and that means 3 left on base. And the lead runner was actually was called out at second, and the runner coming home did not count. So 2 left on base, actually. So here we are in the top of the third inning with Clovis at bat, and it's 8-9-1 due up. Cushing at the plate, left-handed batter, swing and a miss. So 1-2, the count on her now. 1-2. Cushing, then Baeza, and then top of the order, Renteria. Swing and a little shot over to Harrison. That could have been trouble, but she played it beautifully as it fell right in front of her, and that could have been trouble as, she played the short hop, picked it up, made a great throw, and Garcia with a good catch over there on first. So 6-2-3 for out number 1. And number 11, Carly Baeza, the right fielder, up to the plate. So 1 out. She hits the first pitch. She sees a ground over to Boyle. Boyle comes up, makes a good stop, and the toss over to Garcia. 4-3 for out number 2. And now 2 down, nobody on. And brings up top of the order Brooke Renteria, who walked and got stranded her last time up. So she's 0-for-0. First pitch is going to be outside. A lot of pop in the glove. Breaking ball Fastball just a little too outside. So 1-0 the count. 1-0, not 0-1. 2 outs now. A little chopper to Harrison. She picks it up, fires to first, and out. Wow, pretty efficient as Renteria goes down 6-3 for out number 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. And Hobbs will come up to bat. They're leading 8-0 here. We'll be back with more Hobbs Lady Eagle softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Switch to TDS. Pair fast internet with strong Wi-Fi for the ultimate online experience. Choose from speeds starting at 300 meg all the way up to 1 gig. Plus, blanket every corner of your home with TDS Wi-Fi Plus. Trust TDS to provide you with the best services at the best prices. Just ask our customers who are voting us best internet provider in many of the communities we serve. Visit hellotds.com to learn more. Internet speeds are up to and not guaranteed. Subject to availability. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle softball. As no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. 3 up, 3 down. Not only that, there were only 7 pitches pitched in that at-bat. Very efficient for Treviso and the Hobbs Lady Eagles as they were 2 6-3. That's shortstop to first, and then a 4-3 second base to first as 3 ground outs. Good fielding by Hobbs, and that allows them to come up to the plate here. It is the bottom of the 3rd inning. They're leading 8-0 against Clovis in the second of a doubleheader. They won the first one in a no-hit shutout, 19-0. And looking to sweep Clovis if they can here. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4 up due for Hobbs. Young, Chavez, Garcia. As that is Nowak in the circle for Clovis. Renteria behind the plate. It's Roberts at first. Let me check. Roberts at first, Cushing at second. Thought Cushing was at short. So Cushing is at second. That's Soto who's at short and Silva at third. Soto at short. Cordovan left, Chavez in the center, and Baeza in right. So that's the field for Clovis. So bottom of the 3rd, a 1-1 count now on Marissa Young, leadoff batter. She had a triple and scored her last time up, and a fly out to the shortstop her first time up. She's 1 for 2. 2-1 the count now on her. Looking to get something going for Hobbs. There is a fly ball off to the right. Still in play, but no time for anybody to be able to get it. Roberts chased from first. So it becomes a strike. 2-2 the count. It's Chavez on deck. Garcia in the hole now for Hobbs. As Young, looking back at stats. That's going to be a ball. Young has had, 26 at bats. She's got a .606 on base percentage, which is very good. She has had 13 hits in district play. 6 singles, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs. She's got 18 RBIs, 16 runs scored, and has walked 5 times and struck out 6. That is in district. Thank you to Mr. Garcia for those stats. They come off of Max Preps. And Young working the walk, and then on the pass ball, or the wild pitch rather, takes second base. Chavez at the plate. Ooh, smokes that one down the third baseline, foul for strike 1. So a 1-1 count on her. No outs. A runner on second base in scoring position for Hobbs. They lead 8-0. If they could put another couple of runs across, they would, and hold Clovis, they would be in line for a 10-run rule win after 5. If they could put 7 runs across in this at bat, Oh, and that is a long fly ball down the third baseline. It's going to go foul, though, for a long strike, too, as Chavez still well out in front of that ball. So ready to try to straighten one out, get the timing right. As Hobbs would very much like to go ahead and get several runs, and that's going to miss as she actually got hit by pitch on that. I was going to say it's inside, way inside. And that puts Chavez on first, so runners on first and second now. Cleanup hitter, number 16, Cari Garcia, first baseman up to the plate. An RBI, 3 RBI home run, and a pop out to first base. She's 1 for 2. And Cari hits the first one she sees. It's going to be a long foul ball down, not foul by much, down the third base line for strike 1. So no outs, runners on first and second, 0-1 count now on Garcia. I was looking back at the stat sheet on her in district. Actually, I'm just kind of try to look. Oh, and that's just misses hitting her. She has to do a river dance to keep from getting hit. And 1-1 is going to be the count on her. And that wild pitch is going to move the runners around. Young reached on the walk and gets moves around the bases on wild pitches. Chavez hit by a pitch, now goes to second. So Nowak with some challenges there in the circle right now. 2-1 the count on this batter, Cari Garcia. Way out in front of that, smoked it down the third baseline over toward the Clovis dugout for strike number 2. So 2-2 the count now. Evened up. Anaya Rodriguez on deck and Candy Harrison in the hole for Hobbs. As they would like to keep this going, they need to go ahead and move some runners around and in if they can. And this at bat, no out so far. Ooh, a little pop up didn't catch all of that, and that goes over to the shortstop. Soto makes the grab near second base as Garcia just caught a piece of that. And again, Nowak spins the ball. She has natural spin on her ball, and if you don't hit it dead center and get a real solid shot on it, it tends to spin up. Cari Garcia with an awful lot of power just popped out on that one, but she'll be back up. She'll be hitting more home runs. She's not done for the season. So a pop out for out number 1. And a 1-0 count on Anaya Rodriguez, a designated player who struck out her last time up. That runs inside and high for ball number 2. 2-0 the count. She had a double and scored her first time up. Struck out. She's 1 for 2. Harrison on deck, Martinez in the hole. And that misses low for ball 3. 3-0 the count. 1 out, runners at second and third. Here we are in the bottom of the third inning. And that is going to be one unassisted, but it is going to put a run across.
Now batting the shortstop, number 10, Candy Harrison.
So Anaya Rodriguez with a sack RBI, with an RBI 3 unassisted in the book for the second out, but it does get Young across the plate. Puts Hobbs up 9-0. So now 2 outs. That is going to miss high for ball 1 on Candy Harrison. So a runner on third in scoring position for Hobbs. After Young crossed the plate, Rodriguez with the sack RBI. Martinez on deck, Fuentes in the hole. Hobbs would like to get that far. Ooh, a smoker over to third base. And actually, Silva playing it well. And her throw was short, but Roberts was ready for it and dug it. It hopped once, and Roberts with the play. So it was Silva to Roberts, 5-3 in the book. And Harrison with a hard hit ball to the third baseman, but it's handled. And Clovis is able to take care of Hobbs. Not before Hobbs puts 1 run across, though. It's 9-0 here. And we go to the top of the 4th inning. Hobbs leading, and back with more Lady Eagle softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And 5 up, 3 down for Hobbs in the bottom of the third inning. 1 run on no hits. There were no errors, 1 left on base. And we go to the top of the 4th inning. Hobbs leading 9-0 now. And it is 2, 3, and 4 due up for Clovis. Number 1, Andrea Chavez, center fielder, up to the plate. She struck out her first time up. This is just her second plate appearance. And that is going to miss just a little outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. No outs, nobody on. So Clovis would like to get a run across and spoil the shutout for Hobbs. Hobbs would like to go ahead and get outs as efficiently as they can, and that is fouled back to the screen for strike 2. 1-2 is the count. As Chavez at the plate, Roberts on deck, Silva in the hole. And Hobbs, in the last at-bat against Clovis, there were 7 pitches, 3 outs. And a strikeout as Chavez chases, protecting the plate, possibly with 2 strikes on her. And that was probably a little outside, but a nice rising fastball in the outside corner has Roberts swinging and missing. Going down swinging, though, for the second out. So that brings up Sophie Roberts to the plate. And that's the 4th strikeout for Treviso. And Roberts cuts at that one, sends it out of play, fouls it off for strike 1. 1-1 the count, 1 out, nobody on. Silva on deck, Soto in the hole now for Clovis. Hobbs would like to get the outs efficiently, swing and a miss for strike 2. Roberts struck out her first time at the plate as well. This is her second plate appearance. A hit right back to the circle. Treviso picks it up, fires over to Garcia. 1-3 in the books for out number 2. So Silva to the plate now. She grounded out to the shortstop her first time up. This is her second plate appearance. She's 0 for 1. Hobbs now 2 outs. Nobody on. Swing and a miss. Has a nice one right over the outside corner for Treviso. 0-1 count. Comes back with the fastball across the plate. Nice speed on it for Cole, strike 2. So 0-2 count on Silva. Soto on deck, Nowak in the hole. And a swing and high fly ball. Garcia comes in from first chasing, but it goes out of, no, it hits the screen and just stays fair, but there was no chance for anybody to catch that. Great hustle, though, as Garcia came over and Rodriguez from behind the plate chased it down as well. A lot of hustle, but just stays 0-2 count. And that is going to be a call. Strike on the inside corner. Yes, I think that is absolutely true. Silva goes down looking. A tough at bat for her. But strikeout number 5 for Treviso. Out number 3 for Hobbs. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Hobbs leading 9-0. They're coming up to the bat, and we'll have more Lady Eagles softball coming up on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
First American Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
For all your grocery specials, shop Thriftway and La Tienda in Hobbs. The best deals in fresh produce, fresh meat, and vegetables, frozen and dairy, health and beauty, and so much more. With the friendliest and most knowledgeable staff, Thriftway and La Tienda. For all your grocery specials, come on down to La Tienda, 400 East Marland, and Thriftway, 1317 North Turner in Hobbs. Best of luck, Eagles, from all of your friends at Thriftway and La Tienda grocery stores.
And welcome back to Hobbs Late Eagles softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Bottom of the fourth inning. In the top of the fourth, there were 11 pitches thrown. Three batters, 3 outs, 11 pitches thrown. And now Hobbs coming up to the plate. They lead 9-0. They would like to put at least one more run on the board and put them eligible for 10-run rule win if we were to hold Clovis, and that is going to be fouled off out of play off to the left. Lexi Martinez. It's 7, 8, 9 due up in the Hobbs lineup, and Lexi hit the first pitch she saw but fouled it off out of play for strike one. So here we are with no outs, nobody on, 0-1 count. Martinez hit a double and got stranded. Hit an RBI single and scored her first time up. So she's 2 for 2. And that pitch comes in. It'll be a ball. 1-1 the count. As Lexi Martinez is going to be going to University of the Southwest. She's already signed her letter of intent to play softball and continue her college education as well, or start in her college education. Continue. That is going to go back to the circle, glance off the glove, and go over to second. And by the time Cushing is able to pick it up and make the throw, it's not in time to get speedy Lexi Martinez. As Cushing, the ball went to the back to the circle. Nowak just barely got off the end of her glove, and Cushing picked it up and threw to Roberts. It was kind of a high throw. Good job for Roberts being able to climb upstairs and hang on to it, but it still was not in time, so it just becomes an infield single for Martinez. First pitch that Fuentes sees, she hits it out into left field, shallow left for a nice single. Hobbs just making solid contact. I like this. They're not all swinging for the fence, trying for, for a home run with everything. That they're just watching the ball, making solid contact, getting hits, getting on base, and moving runners around, and that's what you want to do. Don't get me wrong, homers are wonderful. You want those long balls. You want those RBIs. You want those dingers. Yeah, they're great, but you need solid hitting as well. There's a long ball going out to left field, but Cordova comes under it and catches that and robs Zambrano of a hit. So a fly out to left field for the first out. With runners at first and second, Martinez reaching on the infield single. Fuentes with a well-hit ball out to left field is on first, and top of the order, Kai Boyle coming back up to the plate now. 2 outs, or 1 out rather. 1 out, 2 on. That's where the 2 comes in. 1 out, 2 runners on. First pitch on Boyle is a ball. 1-0 the count. Boyle reached on a fielder's choice and got stranded her last time up. Reached on a fielder's choice, got stranded her second time to the plate. Walked and scored her first time up. This is her 4th plate appearance. And watches that one high and outside, lets it go. Some batters would find that irresistible and just want to try to swat at it and chase it. And Boyle, very disciplined at the bat most of the time. That runs inside, and that becomes a ball. I was one pitch behind there, so that becomes a walk. So now the bases are loaded as Martinez goes to third, Fuentes to second. Boyle on first, Marissa Young to the plate. She's having a good day at the bat. Nice drive, line drive shots. Gonna hit the fence. Chavez reaches for it, can't get it. Goes and hits the fence. It'll score 1, 2, 3, and Young on second. A 3 RBI double for her.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Edith Chavez.
And that's the second hit for Young in this game. She had a triple earlier. Now sits on second in scoring position with just the 1 out. Swing and a hot grounder over to Silva at third. Makes the throw to Roberts for the out at first. It does move the runner over to third. So Chavez hits the first pitch she sees, and a hot grounder. A good stop by Silva, who's playing really close to the bag.
The first baseman, number 16, Cody Garcia.
5-3 in the books for out number 2. Cody Garcia up to the plate. 2 outs, a runner on third. Ooh, she smokes that one down the third baseline, way out in front of it. But it has slammed over into the Clovis dugout for strike number 1. That is going to miss for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Garcia. Let's see, I was looking at overall season for Garcia. A high fly ball is going to go foul. Carissa Garcia on the season. She's had 69 at-bats. She's got a .507 batting average, a .583 on-base percentage. She has 35 hits. I'm making sure that I'm on the right line. 35 hits she's had before heading into this game. At least she had 35 hits leading into this doubleheader, and she's had hits and 1 home run. So she's already surpassed this, but she's leading in almost all the batting stats for Hobbs. Solid player at first base as well. And that is going to be another hit and an RBI for Cody Garcia. Long hit ball out to center field. So an RBI single for Garcia. And 4 have come across in this at bat for Hobbs here in the bottom of the 4th inning with 2 outs. And there's a high fly ball headed to left field. Cordoba coming under it, makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out, but not before Hobbs puts 4 runs across. And they lead 13-0 now. All they have to do is hold Clovis and be at least 10 runs ahead at the end of the Clovis at bat, and they win this game and sweep Clovis in the doubleheader. So Anaya Rodriguez gives it a ride, but flies out to left field to end the at-bat for Hobbs, who put 4 runs across on 4 hits. There were no errors committed and 1 left on base. We'll be back with the top of the 5th inning. More Lady Eagles softball coming up on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
The phone rings. Your husband jumps out of bed. Not his phone. It's my phone. Turn on my bedside light. My heart sinks. My sister has never called this early. For the next several minutes, she explains to me our mother is going to need private care. What do? We are both super busy, but we want the best care for Mom.
When it's time to entrust your loved ones to home health care, will just any home health agency do, or do you want the best? You can get the best right here in Hobbs. Elite Home Health provides many services with skilled nurses, such as physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, even bathing aids. Trusted care in the comfort of your own home. Call 393-9281. That's 393-9281.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagle Softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan. We go to the top of the fifth inning. Hobbs is leading 13-0. It is 5, 6, and 7, the middle of the order. Due for Clovis. Leading off is Amor Soto, the shortstop. She swings at the first pitch she sees, fouls that off to the screen for strike one. And Clovis down to their final 3 outs here, unless they can find a way to get 4 runs across. Even 3 runs across means Hobbs still has a 13-3 lead and would run rule them at the end of this at bat. So they've got to find a way to get 4 runs on in order to extend their time in this game. And that's going to be a call, strike 2. 0-2 the count on Soto. And foul off out of play off to the right, and the count remains 0-2. Soto grounded out to the first baseman her first time up. This is just her second plate appearance. Again, 13-0 your score here. A hard grounder headed over to Boyle, but she handles it, fires over to Garcia. So well played. 4-3 for out number 1 in the books. And now Clovis down to their final 2 outs, and they've got a lot of they have to make a lot of rain happen within 2 outs. Here is the pitcher, Katia Nowak, up to the plate. She struck out her last time up, and the first pitch is in. Going to call strike 1. 0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. 0-1 count. Top of the 5th. Hobbs leading 13-0. There is a 10-run rule after 5 innings that they are trying to preserve here, qualify for, and end this game early as well. A good cut and a hit back to the screen for strike 2 on Nowak. So 0-2 count on her. And a swing, and again a foul off out of play off to the right as she hangs tough at the plate. 0-2 count. Cordova on deck, Cushing in the hole. Hobbs would like to complete the sweep here. And that looks like it might fall in. No, coming in under it, Zambrano in right field. Comes over and catches that. Boyle goes out. But Zambrano comes in and gets it first for a nice out 2, as Nowak gave it a ride and a try with a hit into shallow right field, a fly out to position 9 for out number 2, and that brings up number 15, Gianna Cordova, the left fielder, and the first pitch is in and a strike. So 2 outs. Now Clovis down to their final 2 strikes. A swing and a foul off out of play off to the right for strike 2. 0-2 count, and now down to their final strike. Unless they can find a way to get a 2-out rally started and get 4 runs across to extend this game. Hobbs would like to go ahead and seal this off, claim the victory, sweep, go to 19. Let's see, they would go to 19-4 in the season, I believe, and 9-1 in district. They would go to 20-4 on the season. And that's it. That is it. That's a strikeout. And out number 3, and that's the game as Hobbs wins this one 13-0. Another shutout, and let's see, it is another no-hit shutout. This one for Treviso, and 13-0. Hobbs completes the sweep, and they go up 20-4, I believe, on the season, and 9-1 in district now. And the only games left for them are against Carlsbad Friday night. We'll be back to preview that just a little bit and wrap this one up. But it is a sweep for Hobbs today against Clovis at Veterans Memorial Complex with another no-hit shutout in 5 innings this time, 13-0. Back with the wrap right here on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
First American Bank believes success comes from building personal, long-lasting relationships that are built on mutual trust. We take a consultative-driven approach to get to know you and your business. We offer a wide array of banking and digital solutions, plus more than a century of local experience. So, with First American Bank as your trusted partner, when you succeed, we do too. Find out how we can get it done for you. First American Bank, local first since 1903. Member FDIC.
Just call us if it's a ride you like. We'll take you there and bring you back.
Hobbs Express provides bus service throughout Hobbs. The bus system operates Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays, 7 to 4. Hobbs Express has an immediate opening for a CDL bus driver, offering great pay and benefits. Apply online at hobbsnm.org or call 397-9230 for more information. When you need transportation anywhere around Hobbs, think of Hobbs Express. Hobbs Express, 397-9290. Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
The phone rings. Your husband jumps out of bed. Not his phone. It's my phone. Turn on my bedside light. My heart sinks. My sister has never called this early. For the next several minutes, she explains to me our mother is going to need private care. What do? We are both super busy, but we want the best care for Mom.
When it's time to entrust your loved ones to home health care, will just any home health agency do, or do you want the best? You can get the best right here in Hobbs. Elite Home Health provides many services with skilled nurses, such as physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, even bathing aids. Trusted care in the comfort of your own home. Call 393-9281. That's 393-9281.
And welcome back to Hobbs Lady Eagles softball on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com as Hobbs wins this one against Clovis 13-0, and it is a no-hit shutout for Treviso. Hobbs scored 13 runs on 12 hits, committed no errors, left 6 on base, and one of those hits was a home run, a 3 RBI homer by Cari Garcia in the first inning, first at bat for Hobbs. And for Clovis, they scored no runs on no hits. They commit 2 errors. They leave 1 on base. That was a walk, the only walk that was issued by Treviso. She struck out 6, walked 1, and let's see, no hit batters. And for Nowak, who takes the loss, she had 1 strikeout. She walked 3. She hit 2 batters. And it is going to be a win and a no-hit shutout for Treviso. And Chavarria got a no-hit shutout in the first game that Hobbs won 19-0 in 3 innings. This one 13-0 in 5 innings. So with the win, Hobbs goes up 20-4 on the season, 9-1 in district. They are ranked number 4 in New Mexico 5A overall. They're ranked number 1 in district. Carlsbad has an identical record and likely winning their games tonight. And then Hobbs will be at Carlsbad to finish up the regular season this Friday. A doubleheader there starting at 4:30. We will have that game. It'll be on Lee County News and Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'll have that call. Looking forward to that as it comes down to the 2 best teams in the district. And Hobbs is ranked higher in the state than Carlsbad. Number 1 in 5A, Alamogordo. Number 2 is Centennial of Las Cruces. Number 3 is La Cueva. Number 4 is Hobbs. Number 5 is Mayfield of Las Cruces. And number 6 is Carlsbad. So your top 6 teams are going to do battle for the District 4 5A championship this Friday in Carlsbad. And, of course, it is possible that they could end up tying and have to have a playoff game. I'm not sure about that. I'm not going to even talk about that. As far as I know, they would have to have a playoff. They may go to other deciding factors. But I believe Hobbs has scored more runs against Carlsbad and has the tiebreaker against them, but I'm not sure. We'll talk more about that, research that, and look into that. But they likely, after tonight, have identical district records heading into that showdown this Friday in Carlsbad. It looks to be great games, and we hope that you can either make it to support the Lady Eagles in person or watch and listen here. It will be on the Hobbs boys are playing that night, I believe, so they'll be on Hobbs Sports YouTube, and the Hobbs girls will be on Lee County News and Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Wow, it's been a good night of softball for the Lady Eagles. Tough losses again for Clovis, who are in a rebuilding phase. They don't play as poorly as the scores would indicate their losses this season. And they're always fighting. They never give up, and it's great to see that attitude with a team that's in a rebuilding phase, trying to put their program, back together and get it strong. And the Hobbs girls appreciate the good sportsmanship, I'm sure. And Coach Wolf and her team and fans, safe travels back to Clovis tonight. For the Hobbs Lady Eagles, congratulations, Coach Boyle and the team, for 2 more wins and for a great season record. Great game, great halftime ceremony honoring those 5 seniors who are graduating. And congratulations again to Cari Garcia going to Midland College, Marissa Young going to Texarkana, Candy Harrison going to West Texas A&M, Lexi Martinez going to USW, and Anaya Rodriguez going to Clarendon. Excellent job. Nice, really nice. They put together a nice senior night with the in-between game ceremony, and well done. So lots to enjoy tonight. Great hitting, of course. Cari getting yet another home run in this game. That home run that she hit in the second game. There were no homers in the first game, but 2 more good wins. So thank you. Thanks to Evie Stuber for monitoring a video and audio for this doubleheader here. And I'm Dawn Morgan saying so long. A pretty early night as we're done with both games just a little after 7 o'clock here at Veterans Memorial Complex. So we hope that you'll continue to watch and listen and enjoy all of these sports, the high school sports, brought to you by Noel Mark Stations, and of course the Hobbs Lady Eagle softball tonight on Hobbs Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Good evening.